Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's a new year. It's going to be an awesome 2021. I'm just hanging out in the snake room. Look, my girl right here, she is ready to eat. She is hungry. I had a viewer ask me if I would show you off a tour of my African soft-furred racks, my breeding racks, and give you some tips and ideas on how you can possibly up your ASF rodent breeding game, because that's what these guys really eat in the wild and love to eat. And so I thought I'd just take you along and let's go out into the rodent shack and take a look. Whoa, the sun is super bright. You've seen this place before. You're not a stranger to the rodent shack, but it's just a shed and it's cold here in Idaho, so I got a couple of heaters in here. Keep it nice and toasty for my breeding colonies. Let's take a look. All right, so here is my African soft-furred rack. I've got, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 tubs of colonies. I have 1 male in each colony and 3 females. I found that if you have more breeders than that in the tubs, they make a huge mess. It just isn't enough room for them. But I use the Freedom breeder. I believe these are the FB10/5s or something like that. They are just kind of the perfect size. And I'll show you what I've got here. I've got this rack, and each rack has a bit of cardboard on the back, and that gives each colony just a little bit of privacy and a little bit more heat from their body temperature. And I believe, so this is a new colony here. Let's see if I can not get bit. You know what, I'm gonna just put on a glove real quick, because I tell you what, some people talk about how, there we go. Some people talk about how they've been able to manage to breed out the viciousness out of their ASFs, but I have not had that success. Okay, so this is a colony here. This is a brand new colony. These guys haven't produced any babies yet, but I'm pretty sure that one of them is pregnant. That biddy right there is pregnant, and I'm sure that they will produce a nice litter here. Now, I do not have these guys eating food through the mesh yet. For whatever reason, when I put it on there, they just don't seem to eat it. So I'm trying to train them to do that. And I'll show you my food options for them here in a second. Now, this is a brand new litter for this colony. This is a brand new colony. You can see there's just a few babies underneath there. Couple babies underneath there. They're super cute, but very feisty, so you have to be careful. And I don't want to disturb them too much. It's not uncommon for first-time moms and first-time colonies to eat their first litters, so I'm not going to bother them too much. But I will show you one of my more experienced litters here. Here's some more experienced litters. I like to count their babies every week just to get an idea of how many babies I've got. You can see this bundle of joy. All these cute little babies. I've got about 20 babies in here, and they're just so cute when they're this small. They don't even have their eyes open yet. But you can see the colony's actually being pretty good to me right now, but I think they're more interested in sleeping. They seem to be a little bit more of a nocturnal species. I'm not actually sure about that. And you can see this is a colony that's hopefully having their first litter soon. Anyways, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 15 tubs, and in these tubs, 1 female to 3 females, 1 male to 3 females. And when their babies reach anywhere from 12 to 15 grams, I'll separate them from their mamas and put them in a grow out. So here's my grow out. And it's funny, they all like to pile on top of each other. I've got this lone wolf right here. Super cute. If they weren't so feisty as adults, they would be just my favorite. And to be honest, they are really quite awesome animals. But they just pile on top of each other. It's a little cold. I've got the doors open right now. But I'll show you what I feed them. I feed them this Missouri rat and mouse diet you can get from Tractor Supply online. It's $20 for a 25-pound bag. And if you buy over 50 pounds or $50 of animal food, you get free shipping. So I buy 3 of these at a time. So it's about half of this, maybe like 40% this, 40 to 30% this, and then 60 to 70% of this doggy bag, which I also get from Tractor Supply. This is $14. This is $20. And then what I do is I just mix it up in this big container, and each colony gets about a half a cup per day. And it seems to be really good. The Missouri rat and mouse diet is 23% protein, and the doggy bag is 18% protein. So it kind of averages out maybe around 20 to 21% protein, which is perfect for ASFs. And that's all I feed them. They do really well. I have great success with my colonies, and my plan is to put another level, and then this rack will be done. So I'll have 18 tubs in this one rack, and then I'll be able to put up a watering system. I just haven't want to spend the money on it because it's about $100 to do a watering system. And then just a little bit of sneak peek here. I've got my mice tubs here. I've got red ones, white ones, these gray silver ones, super pretty, and then I've got some black ones. Got some black ones. These are my grow out for my mice. Might as well show you what else I got here. I've got my breeding racks for my rats. I just cleaned their bedding. Super nice. You can pick these guys up and they won't bite you. Come on. Super awesome. Love these rats. My plan is to downsize my regular rats and increase my ASF rats, just because I feel like the ASFs are cleaner. They really are what ball pythons eat in the wild. And so they're probably, I don't know if they're a better source of food or not. It just seems like they might be. But I realize not everybody can breed ASFs because they are illegal in some states. In most states they are not. I have 15 racks here, 15 tubs, excuse me. In 15 tubs, I have on average 100 babies in all of the tubs combined. You see, I write down each week how many babies I've got, and some don't have any in there. Like these ones, these top ones, they were put in 12-12, but they don't really have any babies. So I probably get, on average, gosh, I don't know, maybe 20 to 30 per week. If I managed it really well, maybe I could get 20 to 30 grow outs per week. It just depends. And that would feed. Hey kitty, you looking for some mice? Huh? You looking for some mice? Come on. No, okay. And so that cat just wanders around here. And every once in a while, I'll have a mouse that'll die, and I'll just throw it out in that bin, and it'll come and grab it. I don't know that it's healthy for it, but it's kind of a stray cat. Sorry, I'm getting off topic here. So this will feed a colony of maybe, 15 to 20 ball pythons consistently. Now, if you're wanting to do more, then obviously you're going to have more. But I would say, on average, each tub, let's see, yeah, this will feed a colony of 15 to 20 ball pythons. If you took each tub right here, it would feed one of your ball pythons every week, forever. Now, something interesting about ASFs is, like if you have a male or a female die, you can't just put a new one in there because the established colony will kill the new member. But I created a video on how you can actually integrate a new member to an established colony. Sometimes it works for some people, sometimes it doesn't work, but it's what I do is I've never just let a colony die out and then establish a new colony in there. I always put new members in, and I do it. You can watch my video on how I do it. It's called How to Establish or How to Integrate ASF Colonies. I think that's the name of the video. But so if each tub, you think of it this way, each tub will feed a ball python every week, once a week. Now, if you're breeding and you want more supply than that, then you could do that. And in fact, my plan is to add more ASF racks. I have about anywhere from 25 to 30 ball pythons, and mostly my rats feed my ball pythons because I've been establishing my ASF rack. That's the other thing, is if you want to establish ASFs, it does take a while. So if you're thinking about doing that, better now than later, because you'll want to start feeding your ball pythons. It'll take, so here, see if I can get it. No. So a lot of these are full grown, and boy, they're all huddled in the corner. A lot of these are all full grown, and I think they get that way. You can wean them at around 4 to 5 weeks. It just depends when they hit that 12 to 15 gram mark, but it takes a little bit longer for you to grow them up. So maybe it takes 2 months to grow these up, 2 to 3 months to grow these up so they're big enough to feed your ball pythons. Whereas if you have just the regular Norwegian rats, they grow a lot faster. So these are easier to grow up and establish for your ball python colonies. But I don't know I'm pretty sure ASFs are denser in protein, and it's really what they eat in their natural habitat. So, yeah, that's my information. If you really want to get a quick start on breeding colonies, then you could do mice. You could do, mice reproduce so quickly, and you can get them just about from any pet store. But you could do, I bet, 4 or 5 females to 1 male in each of these tubs, and you'd be able to feed your ball pythons. Now, consider that the bigger your ball pythons get, the more food they'll need. So mice aren't going to be big enough or have enough protein to feed like an adult ball python. So I wouldn't suggest mice, but maybe if you're just wanting to start your hatchlings or your smaller feeders. Anyways, I gotta go before my battery dies. This has been another video from Clutch Pythons. Please subscribe and let me know what questions you have. I'd be happy to answer any. And until next time, thanks guys. We'll see ya.